Just when you thought there could not be more change going on in the world, magnetic north is moving. Aviators know it has always moved, but not like this. It's just skipping along. It's on the move about 40 miles a year now along the polar cap toward Russia. It's a natural, unstoppable occurrence, but
the compass is becoming more inaccurate every day. It's not a result of faulty manufacturing. It's because the North Pole itself is changing. Follow me now. This problem is actually so drastic that workers at Tampa International and Peter O. Knight airports are rushing to make changes. And Brooks Garner, our meteorologist and local science, do we dare say nerd, spent the day looking into this polar shift.
When most people hear North Pole, they think of Santa Claus. And while he'll always be at the very top of the world,
there's also a magnetic pole, which is produced by fluctuations or flow of iron in the core of the Earth.
Dr. Chris Connor of USF explains that the constantly moving molten iron acts like a giant car alternator, creating a magnetism on a planetary scale with the magnetic north and south pole.
But over the last few decades, it's been moving, and now it's moved all the way from northern Canada into northern Siberia.
Which means what your compass shows as north in Tampa Bay isn't really north. And this is a problem for airports.
When a pilot navigates, he needs to find which is the correct runway to land in or take off on. So he uses his compass in his cockpit to orient himself. They'll tell him that he's on the correct runway.
Robert Burr of TIA says runway 36 originally pointed due north to 360 degrees. Or it did before the magnetic shift. Now it points just right at 10 degrees north, even though physically it hasn't moved. While the runway in question will always point to the true geographic North Pole, because the magnetic North Pole has now shifted, pilots who use compasses lining up on the runway may think they're in the wrong spot unless this problem is corrected. So TIA has resolved to paint new numbers to match the pilot compass readings. Now runway 36 is runway 1. But this may only be a temporary fix. Several times per million years, Earth's magnetic pole does a full flip. At first, it becomes disorganized, with new poles popping up in odd places like the equator, bringing the green and red northern lights to the skies of Florida. The last shift was over 700,000 years ago, leaving some to say we're due.
Some people have speculated that there's a shift beginning,
which may explain this recent fluctuation.
Iteman na sa ngayon ko rugaruan. Kasi ano ang naksangin pangon naktutukaw to ayaw ne padlay sa junga. Ayaw sa taon na kamariklo ang ne siniklo manang minato sa kuya wala ko ma. Kudo kaya kang giyakangan. Tamak ko adi yung naktangin. Ikung nga dun iman na wala ko sa mayakarwa. Tayo man na yun nila kami. Amma ang wala ko sa mga migat abangan maro sa mga ta. Tamak ko udlo yan amma kanoy liwat sa madagat lang. Sida kanoy liwat. Ila nuna kanoy liwat sa mga. Saya mana udah sudah iman aja ngawadat ini, abung ngadu lagi iman dapat dua saya kalau iman aja kayak ngarak sebut, jauh ngadu ini itu, anu kita mangak pada kuil ini anu. Bang dia ketiak untuk tuaru sama jutu kau dulu ni, dikisu yak tuaru yunong nasar sunu, ambil abang saya mengatin ano kaya arorokso na tayo na ano kaga yung ito arorokso may yotahan na tawangan maana ano ka sang iyo haro magayon na rokso na tawangan to iman na sila ko yun nilo uang niyo aji pa do arowil niyo